How are you today?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good too. And it's hot here in the Philippines. What about in Vietnam?
The same in my city.
Oh,
Very hot and sunny.
yeah. Because actually, at this point in time in the Philippines, it's the start of summer.
Oh,
Yeah. What about in Vietnam? Is it also summer?
no. Um, the summer in Vietnam is start from May in
Oh,
June. Yes.
yeah. So May, June. Okay.
Now it is still spring in Vietnam.
Spring, yeah, it's spring. Oh, so that means there would be a lot of flowers, a lot of leaves falling.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, no. It's
No,
the
no
plants
snow.
grows, right? No snow, but
No
plants
snow.
grows. Yeah. So it's the
Yeah.
start of growing plants, right? If it is
Yes.
spring, and
Yes.
then if it is spring, autumn, yeah,
Mm.
summer, and then something like that. So there would
Yes.
be how many seasons in Vietnam?
In the south of my country, there are four
Four
seasons.
seasons. But
Yes,
in your place,
yes, four seasons.
four seasons.
Yes.
Okay. Here in the Philippines, actually, we do have only two.
Oh,
It's going to be summer and rainy season, and then
really?
summer season. We don't
Uh,
have
uh,
winter, we don't have autumn, something
uh,
like that.
uh,
So if it is hot, starting from the month of February, okay, at the end of February, and then March, April, May. So that would be
mm,
summer. So it's going to
mm,
be hot. Okay.
mm.
So anyway, Tao, I am going to share the presentation so that we can start our lesson.
Yes.
Okay, just for a moment. Okay. Yeah, it's there. Okay, I hope you can see it, Tao. Can you see it?
Yes, I see it
Yeah,
already.
okay. Now, last time we're able to discuss all about some informations on how are we going to, let's say, for example, if we are in that particular place, so how are we going to look or find for a better place that we can be able to stay, right? Uh, could it be a campsite? Could it be a hostel? Could it be a guest house? Or could it be a hotel? And we all know last time about the different meanings of guest house, campsite, hostel, and hotel. Okay? And all of those have different meaning, right? Now,
Yes, yes.
now this time we are going to continue as listening activity at the Tourist Information Center. So, how are we going to ask for a tourist information if we are in that particular area? Okay? Okay, so there is the so-called Anki is a German tourist. She has just arrived in Vancouver and is looking for accommodation. Okay, so the term in here is accommodation. So she goes to the tourist information office. Let's try to listen to the conversation between Anki and Dan, the tourist information officer. And after that, let's tick the types of accommodation in the get ready that they talk about. Okay? Like guest house, campsite, hostel, or hotel. Okay, let's try to listen. That's 47.
Recording 47.
I've just arrived here in Vancouver. I'm looking for somewhere to stay.
What kind of accommodation would you like?
Can you recommend somewhere central? Near to the city, the shops, yeah?
Okay, well, let's have a look. How about this one? The Pioneer. It's right in the center of town. It's nice. It's comfortable. You get your own room and bathroom. So, What do you think?
How much are we talking about?
Well, it's about $200 a night, but that includes breakfast.
Oh, it's too expensive for me.
Ah, okay. All right. So let's have a look at something a bit cheaper here. Let's see. Well, here are some more hotels. They're all quite central and comfortable.
How much are they?
Well, the cheapest hotel is, let's see, the Vancouver Inn. This one's 110 bucks. It includes breakfast, and all the rooms have a bathroom, so that's good.
Oh, it's still a bit too expensive for me.
Okay, how about a hostel? This one here, BC Lodge. You see, it's 30 bucks for a night.
What's it like?
Well, it's fairly typical. It's got shared bedrooms, and you'll be sharing a bathroom, of course. There are cooking facilities. You can cook stuff there, but breakfast is provided. It's fun, it's lively, good atmosphere.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so it's a better price for me, but I'm not keen on sharing a bedroom. And I can pay a little more than $30. No problem.
Okay. Well, I know just the thing. Here we go. This is a guest house, the Maple Leaf Villa.
And what about the price?
60 bucks a night. That's good. That's a good price, yeah. Cheaper than the hotels.
That sounds interesting. Can you tell me more about that?
It's very central. It's actually an historic building. Here's a photo. And you can see here that you get your own room. The bathroom's shared, but that's not so bad. You can see it's very comfortable.
Yeah, it looks good. Okay, maybe a good place for me. Could I have a look at it?
Okay, so there you have Tao. Okay,
Yes.
now, what do you think would be the types of accommodation that this particular tourist named Anki would like what would like to stay? Okay, in that particular place. It was mentioned in the audio.
Hostel and hotel.
Okay, so there would be actually the in charge. Okay, what do we call that one? If you are in charge, so you are what we call tourist information officer, right? So the one who is in charge for that particular tourist destination is what we call tourist information officer or the TIO. Okay, now
TIO.
yes, TIO means
Mm.
Tourists Information
Information
Officer.
officer.
Yes.
Okay.
And the name of that TIO is Dan, and Anki is a German tourist, right?
Mm.
And
Mm.
she would like to talk about an information of a particular hotel,
Mm.
particular hostel, or in a particular guest house. But at first, the TIO Dan informed her that there is a hotel. Okay, the
Mm.
name is the Vancouver Inn, but the price is quite expensive. And
Yes.
Anki can't afford to pay for the price. Okay,
Mm.
and then she was able to ask for more information. Okay, she
Mm.
asked for what other options.
Mm.
Okay, so the information officer tell her that there's this so-called hostel, right, named Busy Lodge, and the price is just only 30 bucks, right? So it's not expensive. But according to Anki, okay, she doesn't like the accommodation. Why? Because they share a bedroom, they share also bathroom, although there is a breakfast, okay, but the tourist Anki doesn't like also that one, and she was able to ask for more, and she said that she could afford to pay more than 30 bucks. And after that, the TIO informed her that there's about $60 dollars for that. Okay, although they share a room, share a bathroom. No, they didn't share a room, but they can share a bathroom. There is no breakfast. Okay, in that particular accommodation. So what do you think would be the what is one that particular accommodation that these tourists got?
Hostel.
Okay, actually it's a guest house. Okay,
House.
and yeah, it's in a form of villa.
A villa.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
it's a villa. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, so she was able to get this particular type of accommodation that is priced $50. Okay, because she doesn't like the hostel because it's there is sharing of room, so she doesn't like that one. Okay, okay. Next question number two, Tao. Let's try to listen again and let's complete the table below. Write the price and yes, okay, if it is check if it is yes, and X if it is don't know. So the first one has been done for us. Okay, number one. So the Pioneer, it's cost $200, and they could not share a room. They couldn't also share a bathroom, but there's a breakfast in it. Okay? Okay. So let's try to listen again. Would you like to listen it again, Tao?
Yes.
Okay. Let's try to listen.
Recording 47.
I've just arrived here in Vancouver. I'm looking for somewhere to stay.
What kind of accommodation would you like?
Can you recommend somewhere central? Near to the city, the shops, yeah?
Okay. Well, let's have a look. How about this one? The Pioneer. It's right in the center of town. It's nice. It's comfortable. You get your own room and bathroom. So, what do you think?
How much are we talking about?
Well, it's about $200 a night. But that includes breakfast.
Oh, it's too expensive for me.
Ah, okay. All right. So, let's have a look at something a bit cheaper here. Let's see. Well, here are some more hotels. They're all quite central and comfortable.
How much are they?
Well, the cheapest hotel is, let's see, the Vancouver Inn. This one's $110. It includes breakfast, and all the rooms have a bathroom, so that's good.
Oh, it's still a bit too expensive for me.
Okay. Now let's try to answer this one first, Tao. Okay, I stop first the audio so that we can be able to answer them. Okay. Now, how much do you think would be the price of this Vancouver Inn according to TIO Dan? So it costs,
110.
yes, it's $110 according to that one. Now, what is this particular accommodation? Are they going to share room?
No share room, no share bathroom.
Okay, no sharing of room, and then no sharing of bathroom. So she could have her own bathroom,
Yes.
and there's also
Breakfast.
breakfast in it. Same
The
with
Pioneer.
the Pioneer, right? But it's just a lower bit cheaper compared to the Pioneer. Okay. Now
Yes.
she is going to know more about, okay, because she wanted to what it was on. She wanted to ask for more information because she could not afford to pay for $110. Okay, let's try to listen again.
Okay, how about a hostel? This one here, BC Lodge. You see, it's $30 for a night.
What's it like?
Well, it's fairly typical. It's got shared bedrooms, and you'll be sharing a bathroom, of course. There are cooking facilities. You can cook stuff there, but breakfast is provided. It's fun, it's lively, good atmosphere.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so it's a better price for me, but I'm not keen on sharing a bedroom. And I can pay a little more than $30. No problem.
Okay, well,
Okay, so let's try to pause for a while. Okay, how much is the cost of the busy lodge?
30 bucks.
Yes. Okay, so it's 30 bucks or $30. And then what's the description of this particular lodge? So there
Yeah.
would be a
And
sharing of
sharing
rooms. Yeah, shared
and sharing
room,
bathroom.
sharing of bathroom. But breakfast is also sorry. So no sharing.
Yes.
Okay, that would be X.
No share.
Yes.
Share you
Okay,
have it
and
to
then
tick. Yes.
yeah, okay. So yeah, that's correct. Okay, so that would be check. Okay. And then breakfast is
Is here.
included, right?
Include yes.
Yes. Okay, but the accommodation is they were going to share a room, they were going to share a bathroom. Okay, so something like it's not what is one it's
Comfortable.
yeah, it's not comfortable to do that one, right? Because you don't know each other if you're going to share a room, right? Okay,
Yes.
next. What about the maple leaf villa? So let's try to listen.
I know just the thing. Here we go. This is a guest house, the Maple Leaf Villa.
And what about the price?
60 bucks a night. That's good. That's a good price, yeah. Cheaper than the hotels.
That sounds interesting. Can you tell me more about that?
It's very central. It's actually an historic building. Here's a photo. And you can see here that you get your own room. The bathroom shared, but that's not so bad. You can see it's very comfortable.
Yeah, it looks good. Okay, maybe a good place for me. Could I have a look at it?
Okay. So how much is the price of the maple leaf villa?
That is a guest house because I hear the word guest house for this.
Yeah, actually this one is a type of guest house.
Mm.
Okay, but they call this one the name of this
Yes,
place
yes,
is the Maple Leaf Villa. Okay,
yes, yes, yes.
but
Okay.
this one is a type of guest house. So how much do you think would be the price of this now?
$60.
Yes, so it's $60. And what's the description of this particular guest house? So no sharing of
Yeah, room
room. So no shared room, but
share bathroom.
yes, share bathroom. And what do you think?
I
Okay.
don't hear that.
It was not okay. It was not mentioned if the breakfast is included. So
Include.
that would be a question mark, right? Because we don't know because it was not mentioned in there. Now, before we have to proceed, Tao, did you know that dollars are used in Canada, US, Australia, and New Zealand? A slang term for dollars actually, Tao, is bucks. Okay? So they call that one as bucks. So if you have $20, it's equal to 20 bucks.
Mm.
Okay? If you have $200, that equals to 200 bucks. But in the United Kingdom, they call their money as pounds. And the slang term for this pound is quid. Okay, it's kid. So if you have 20 pounds, they were going to say that 20 kid. Okay? So that's
Yes,
their money. In Vietnam, I guess Vietnam dam, right?
yes, that's right.
Yeah. You know, in the Philippines, our money is
Yes, so.
peso. Yeah, peso. Oh, you know that. Okay. Now let's continue. Now, for the speaking part here, Tao, at the Tourist Information Center, so you are going to ask about accommodation. So how are you going to do that? So Anki uses different expressions to get more information about accommodation. So put them in the table below. The first one has been done for you. So there are two expressions for each. Okay? So, number, okay, when we say making a general inquiry, that would be letter A, right? Okay, Tao. And then, aside from that, aside from letter A, actually there in every expression in here, Tao, there would be two answers. So in making a general inquiry, letter A is given. So what do you think would be other expressions in here in making inquiry aside from letter A? When we say making a general inquiry, what do you think would be is this one, Tao? Okay, that means you are asking, okay, for more detailed information about that particular accommodation, right? That's
Okay.
why you were going to say, I'm
As
looking for somewhere to stay.
mm,
So you are making an inquiry, meaning you are asking for an accommodation. So the right term or expression that you are going to use when you are making or asking for a general inquiry, you may say, I'm looking for somewhere to stay. And then aside from that, that's
B.
going to be letter B. Yes. Okay. So, other than that, other than letter A, the other one is letter B. So, why do you think letter B is also part of making a general inquiry? Okay. What would be your reason why is it letter B is also in making a general inquiry? It's because she is asking for a recommendation, right? Right? Can you recommend somewhere central, right? So therefore, she is making a general inquiry or something like as a whole, right? As a whole, where I can stay here. Okay, can you recommend me or can you recommend somewhere that I can stay? Okay, whether it's in central or in order or somewhere something like that tao. Okay? Okay, next. When asking for more detailed, what do you think would be
What
the
is
two
like?
expressions? Okay, that would be letter
Letter D
D. Yes, that's correct. So that would be letter D
and G.
and letter G. Wow, correct. Okay. Now, why is it D and G is asking for more detailed information? Okay, why is it it's D and G is asking for more information?
Be-
Because
because because the question
what it's like, right?
yes.
Yes. So what's it like? That means you wanted to understand how does it look like? Is it comfortable to stay or is it not comfortable to stay, right?
Yes.
Okay. Or you have to say, can you tell me more about that? Because you wanted to ask for more detailed information. You do not just say, okay, can I I'm looking for somewhere to stay. Can you recommend some place for me to stay? And then and there you have to stop in there. No, it doesn't like that, huh? Because if you are looking for a place to stay, you need to ask for more detailed information. Why? Because sometimes if you will not going to ask for an information tao, you will going to what is one you can get maybe a hotel or a room that's not very comfortable for you to stay, right?
Mm.
Sometimes, actually, this one is an experience when we were in Thailand. Okay, we actually we visited in Thailand, and then our accommodation there was we can say that it's a poor accommodation. Although the food, we don't have a problem about the food because the food is very good because it's free meals, okay?
Mm.
Morning, lunch, and evening. Okay? But
Mm.
our room, there is an aircon, but it's too hot.
Mm.
Yes. So why? What's the reason? Maybe because when one of the employees of our school booked that one, she doesn't ask for more information,
Mm.
right? If how is the room? How does it look like? Is the AC or air conditioner functioned well? Okay, are there any electric fans in there? Are there any refrigerator inside the room? Something like that. So you need to ask for more about that. Or am I going to share with others? Or the room is just for only one person? Something
Mm.
like that. Okay, Tao? So
Yes.
therefore, ask for more detailed information. Okay, next. What about saying no? So what expressions when you say no?
Mm. E. Letter E.
And yes, that's
And
correct. Letter E, and the other one is
mm. Letter C.
that's correct. Okay. So that's letter E and letter C actually. Okay, look at that one. Let's try, huh? It's too expensive for me. So that means
I
you cannot
couldn't
afford.
could
Yeah,
afford.
I
Yes.
couldn't afford. So it's too expensive. This one is not a direct saying of no,
Mm.
right? Okay,
Yes.
but the meaning of that is also no. And letter E, I'm not keen on sharing bedroom, right? Okay,
Yes.
so that means it's also a no. Okay, next, the last but not the least, showing interest. So definitely
Let
that would be letter F
F and
and
H.
letter H. Yes. So why is it that this particular expressions is not showing interest? What do you think, Tao? Why is it this particular information or expression that you're not showing an interest at all? Or showing interest because of the word, oh, that sounds
Sorry.
interesting. And then, could I have a look at it?
Mm.
Right? Okay, so therefore, you are showing you are interested to know that. Okay? Okay, so
Yes.
therefore, that would be showing interest. Okay? Now, can we be able to speak for this one, Tao? Okay, let's try, huh?
Speak.
In letter
Speak here.
A, yes. Okay.
Uh,
Repeat after me. So
okay.
you have to say it. Okay. I'm looking for somewhere to stay.
I'm looking for somewhere to stay.
Correct. Can you recommend somewhere central?
Can you recommend somewhere central?
Wow, it's too expensive for me.
It's too expensive for me.
What's it like?
What's it like?
Wow, I'm not keen on sharing a bedroom.
I'm not keen on sharing a bedroom.
Very good. That sounds interesting.
That sounds interesting.
Can you tell me more about that?
Can you tell me more about that?
Could I have a look at it?
Could I have a look at it?
Yes,
Mm.
good. Very good, Tao. Okay. So don't forget that if you have seen a question mark, okay, you should have to raise your
Right.
voice. Yes,
Yes.
correct. Okay, because we already explained that one just a while ago. Okay, moving on. Very good, Tao.
Yes.
Moving on. The sentences below are from exercise 1. Okay? It's in here. And then what we are going to do is replace the words in italics with an expression from the box. Let's say, for example, the expressions would be cooking my own breakfast, far from the center, really good. Okay. The italics words would be like this: expensive for me, okay, sharing a
Sharing a
bedroom,
bedroom.
and
In,
interesting. Okay, so
interesting.
how are we going to um, replace that italic words? So
Mm.
number one, it's too,
It's too far from the center.
it's too expensive for
Uh,
me. So how are we going to say that? It's too
Far
far from.
from the center.
Yes, okay. Because maybe instead of saying, "Oh, it's too expensive for me," so you can also replace that one that it's too far from the center. Because it's too expensive for me is also correct. But we can also use the words "it's too" if we are talking about distance, right? So we can say it's too far from. Oh, it's too far from the center. Okay, that would be correct. Okay, what else? When I say, I'm not keen on sharing bedroom.
I'm not keen on cooking my own breakfast.
Yes, so I'm not keen on cooking. Correct. Okay, I'm not keen on cooking my own breakfasts. Okay, good. Very good, right? Because not just only saying I'm not keen, okay, I'm not keen on sharing a bedroom, but we can also use I'm not keen on cooking my
Mm.
breakfast, right? Cooking my breakfast. Okay? Oh, my own. So we have my own there. Okay. Next, what about that sounds interesting?
That sounds really good.
Very good. So we can also replace that sounds, okay, really good. Okay. Now, let's say, for example, Tao. Let's say, for example, if someone would going to ask you, right? Like, for example, the word like oh, would you like to stay in here? Okay, or would you like to go somewhere and find another place? So you were going to reply that, oh, it's too far from the center, right? Yes, because maybe you find that particular place that's far from the center. When we say center, that means the shopping mall is near, right? The the bus station would be near, so everything would be near. So that would be center. Okay, so if that centers would be far from those that we had mentioned, so you can say it's too far from the center. Okay, and if you are not cooking your own breakfast, so how do you say that? I'm
I'm
not
not keen on
in
cooking
my own
my own breakfast.
breakfast. Yes, because sometimes when you ask for an information of an accommodation,
Mm,
so they will going to say that, oh, there's a utensil in there, you can cook your own food. So how
mm,
are you going to say that? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not keen on cooking my own
mm,
breakfast.
mm.
So I'm looking for an accommodation that
Include.
could serve breakfast for
Mm,
me, right?
yes.
So that would be it. And if you agree already with that person, so how are you going to say that?
That sound Good.
That sounds good. Okay. Okay. I will be saying this one, Tao, and you will going to say the red ones. Okay. Okay. It's too expensive for me.
Mm,
It's
uh,
too far.
repeat.
Yeah. It's too far.
It too
You're going to
is
say
too
yes. Okay.
is too far from the center.
I'm not keen on sharing a bedroom.
I'm not keen on cooking my own breakfast.
That sounds interesting.
That sounds good.
Very good. Now let's try to exchange. You will be
Mm,
going to read the black ones, and I'm going to read the red one. Okay, go Tao.
it's too expensive for me.
It's too far from the center.
I'm not keen on sharing a bedroom.
I'm not keen on cooking my own breakfasts.
That sounds inviting.
That sounds good. Okay, good job.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Actually, what I like about your what I in saying English Tao is you can be able to enunciate actually.
Oh,
Yeah, you can be able to enunciate English well, huh? So keep that
um,
up, okay?
thank you.
Yes, okay. Now, let's try to complete these expressions. Okay, it's too
uh, uh, uh.
what do you think?
It's it's too far from the airport.
Yes, so it's too far from the airport. Now look at this one. There's another expression that we can use it's too. Not just only it's too expensive, it's too
Mm,
far from the center, but you can also say this one when you are going to say that the airport is far from that place. So
mm,
it's too far from the airport. Or you may say it's too far from my apartment, or it's too
mm.
far from my hotel. So you can also say that. What about in letter E? I'm not keen on.
Sleeping in a tent.
Yes. So maybe if you are going to ask for a campsite, so you will going
Yes.
to sleep on a tent. So I'm not keen on sleeping. Okay, sleeping in a tent. Okay, good. And again, the expression like I'm not keen on sharing bedroom, I'm not keen on cooking my breakfast. You can also use another. I'm not keen on sleeping in a tent. Okay,
Mm,
and then that
that
sounds
sounds great.
yes. So not just like that sounds good, that sounds interesting, but you can also use great. That sounds great. Okay? So that would be it, Tao. Now, look at this one. When you learn a new expression, it's a good idea to practice it with different words like in
Mm,
exercise number 2.
mm,
Okay? Now, um, there's a lot actually. There's a lot of expressions that you can be able to replace with with other words. Okay,
mm,
right? This one expensive, but sometimes you can say far from. It's too far. It's too far from the airport. I'm not keen on sharing a bedroom. Keen on sleeping in a tent, and there's a lot more. Let's say, for example, I'm not keen on reading a book.
mm.
Right? You can also use that. What else? I'm not keen on
Ah, I'm not keen on
other
swim,
than this. Okay, I'm not keen on other than
swimming.
this. I'm not keen on swimming.
Yes.
Yes, right? or shall we say, I'm not keen on taking a bath. Okay. Yes. And yeah, there's a lot more. We can say, I'm not keen on walking, right?
Mm, mm,
Because you used to drive a car. So
yes.
you're not keen on
I
walking. What
yes.
else? I'm not keen on eating vegetables, right?
Mm, yes.
Okay, so there would be a lot tao. And
Yes.
what about sounds good, sounds great, sounds interesting. What else? Do we have another word that we can replace for that? That
It sounds
sounds sound
boring.
boring. Okay. Yeah, if you heard someone, or if you hear someone say a boring thing, so you can say, oh, that sounds boring. Like, right, Tao? Yeah, okay. And then you can also use the word that sounds fantastic, right?
Mm.
Okay, or that sounds great, fantastic, sounds good, interesting, what else? Sounds boring, negative. Oh, there's more actually. Okay? Okay, let's continue, Tao. Now,
Yes.
for the sound smart in here, we need to use the word stress. So where are we going to stress? Okay, where we are going to stress to the word that we wanted to stress. So let's try to listen to the word stress in noisy and quiet. Which syllable is stress? So when we say noisy, in a noise place and in a quiet place. Okay? So let's try to listen to that.
Recording 48. Noisy. Quiet.
Okay, the word noisy and quiet. Okay? So
Mm.
which syllable is stress? Okay, let's try to listen
Noise.
again, huh?
Recording 48. Noisy. Quiet.
Okay, so where do you think would be the stress?
Noise.
Noisy. So the stress is in here, right? Noisy.
Yes.
And what
Yes.
about the word quiet?
Quiet.
So
Quiet.
where is okay? It right?
In
It's here,
I.
right? Okay, so the
Quiet.
stress is noi, and then here is quite in
Mm.
the it, right? In the it.
Quiet.
Okay, so that would be the stress. So in saying this one, we have to say noisy. Can you repeat
Mm.
that one, Tao? Noisy,
Noisy.
quiet.
Quiet.
Yes, good.
Mm.
Now, let's try to repeat these words and mark the stress. Which word has different stress from the others? Let's try. 148, 49.
Recording 49. Noisy. Quiet. Hotel. Central. Luggage. Private. Hostel.
Okay. So, where do you think would be the word, or which word has the different stress from the others? Okay, actually, when we say noisy, the stress is from the first syllable, right? Noi and then
Mm.
si. And then when we say quiet, actually, it's the first syllable. The stress is in the first syllable. So quiet. So noisy, quiet. Okay, what
Mm.
about in the hotel?
Tell.
Okay, so that would be in the second syllable. What about the word central?
Scent.
Yes, on the first syllable. What about the word luggage?
Gauge.
Luggage. So it's in the
L.
first
Large.
syllable. Yes, in the
Yes.
lug. When you say private,
Bright.
private. So in the right? In the first
Yes.
syllable, private. Hostel.
Master. Host.
Yeah, host. Now, which word has different stress sound? That is hotel, right? Hotel. Hotel. Because the stress is that the second
So,
syllable. All of these are the first
the
syllable.
first, yes.
Noisy, quiet, central, luggage, private,
Mm,
hostel. But this one is hotel, right?
mm,
Okay, so
yes.
this one is different. Okay, next. Where do you think the stress is in these three syllable words?
Mm,
Expensive, convenient, interesting, possible. Expensive, convenient, interesting, possible. Okay. For the word expensive, it's on
pain,
the, yes,
pain,
is on the second syllable. Expensive.
convenient,
Okay.
convenient.
Convenient.
The V,
Yes, in the second syllable. Convenient.
inter,
Okay. And when we say interesting,
the first,
yes. So the first syllable, interesting. And then when you say possible,
the first,
the first also, possible. Good. Okay. So now you know how to
possible.
stress the word, right? Because in reading English words, actually,
Mm,
uh, it depends on how you are going to put the stress. Okay. Like for
mm,
example, someone will going to put the stress on the sea, right?
mm,
Noisy. And that would be different, okay?
mm, mm,
Noisy. That would be different because the proper blending and pronunciation of that would be on the first syllable. Noisy. Okay,
I
noisy.
see,
That
I see.
it's not noisy, so it's different. Okay, and
Convenient,
then
in,
quiet. Okay,
okay,
quiet.
possible.
And then we have
Quiet,
hotel,
hotel,
hotel, okay?
hotel,
Yes.
central,
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 luggage,
luggage,
private,
private,
hostel.
hostel,
Very
mm,
good. Okay, what about this one? Expensive.
expensive,
Very good.
convenient,
Yeah, that's correct.
uh, interesting,
Very good.
possible.
Right. Okay. So there you are, Tao. So
So,
actually those are just very simple, but when you put the stress on
mm,
the wrong
mm,
syllable, you will
mm,
going to mispronounce the words. Okay?
mm, yes.
Okay. Listen and check, then listen again and repeat the words. So let's try to listen if
Mm,
that would be correct.
Recording 50. Expensive.
mm,
Convenient.
Yeah.
mm,
Interesting.
Yes.
mm,
Possible.
Yes,
mm,
right? So we are
yes.
correct.
Mm,
Expensive,
mm,
convenient, interesting, possible. Okay,
mm.
very good.
Okay.
Okay, next. Now we have here a learning tip again, Tao. When
Mm,
you look up a new word in the dictionary,
mm,
remember to check which syllable is stressed. Okay,
mm,
A is put in front of the stress syllable. Example, noisy. So
mm,
noisy. So
mm,
the first syllable is inserted, the stress is inserted, okay? It's in there, right? Okay. And this means the stress is on the first syllable. So if you happen to see that this particular symbol is placed before a word,
mm.
or before the pronunciation, that means the stress is on the first syllable. Okay, Tao? So
Yes.
that would be the proper stressing of words. Okay, now for speak up activity, Tao, let's try to listen to Don speak, then use the words below to help you answer his questions. Choose one of the three words or or expressions in italics. Example, hello, can I help you? Then you were
Mm,
going to say, I'm looking for somewhere cheap, right? Okay,
Mm.
so how are we going to do that one? Okay, now letter A. Letter A is done.
Mm.
Hello, can I help you? So you're going to say, I'm
Um,
looking for somewhere,
quiet,
okay, cheap,
cheap, cheap,
quiet, or private. So
private.
it's cheap, right? So
Yes.
I'm looking for somewhere cheap. That means she is looking for somewhere, a place that is cheap. Okay?
Mm.
Next. What about in letter B? Hi there. How can I help you?
I'm looking for
Somewhere
somewhere, somewhere, somewhere central.
central. Okay? So it could be central. Why is it central? Oh, because that's what we heard in the audio, right? She's looking for somewhere central, okay? And the next, letter C. How about Vancouver Inn? It's $110 a night. So she will going to say
Oh, it
it's
too.
too
It
expensive,
sound too expensive.
far. Okay,
Mm.
it's too expensive or it's too far from the central or center. So what do you think would be she answered? It's far.
Far,
Yes, it's far
far from the
from
center.
the center. Yes, so that would be the correct one. So you need to put only it's far. Okay. Next, what about in letter D? You could try a hostel. So
Oh,
not keen on sharing a bedroom,
mm,
not keen on cooking my own meals, or not keen on staying somewhere noisy. So what was she said?
not keen on sharing bedroom.
Yes, okay. So I'm not keen on staying somewhere noisy. Okay.
Mm.
So I'm not keen on somewhere. Okay, I'm not keen on
Staying
staying
somewhere noisy.
somewhere noisy. Okay. Next. What about according to Dan, how about this guest house? The Maple Leaf Villa. It's very central. But not it's too expensive. That sounds
So, so possible.
that sounds
Yeah,
good,
good.
right? According
Uh,
to her. So that sounds good. Okay? So I'm going to put in here how you are going to say that. So like for example, hi there, how can I help you? So
I'm looking for somewhere
yes.
central.
So I'm looking and then for, we need to add for somewhere. Okay, somewhere central. Next, how about the Vancouver Inn? It's $110 a night. It's
Mm.
far.
Is far from the center.
Yes, so it's far from the center. You could try a hostel.
I'm not
I'm not.
keen
Yes,
on staying somewhere noisy.
that's correct. I'm not keen on staying somewhere noisy. And how about this guest house, the Maple Leaf Villa? It's very central, but it's not too expensive.
Oh, it sounds good.
Yes, that sounds good. Okay, can we try to say all of this now?
Mm.
Okay, I will be doing done and you will going to do you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Hello, can I help you?
I'm looking for somewhere cheap.
Hi there, how can I help you?
I'm looking for somewhere central.
How about the Vancouver Inn? It's $110 a night.
It's far from the center.
Could you try a hostel?
I'm not keen on staying somewhere noisy.
How about this guest house, the Maple Leaf Villa? It's very central, but it's not too expensive.
It sounds good.
Okay, so that sounds good. Very good, Tao. Okay?
Mm.
Okay. Next. Oh, do you have any questions so far, Tao,
No,
before we have
no,
to move on?
no
None.
more.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you were able to understand all of those. Okay. Now for the listening part, Tao, we are going to understand about the guest house. So you go to the Maple Leaf Villa and talk to Ray, the owner. Okay. Actually, already she has already gotten this particular villa, right? The Maple Leaf Villa. Okay, and what's the name of the guest?
Thank you.
Anka. Okay, so
Okay.
Anki. So Anki, right? So Anki will going to what is one? She gotten already the Maple Leaf Villa and talk to Ray the owner. So Ray shows you four different rooms in the guest house. Listen and write the rooms he shows you. Okay, let's try to listen.
Recording 52.
Why don't you come on in? Come this way. Okay, so this is a lounge. It's fairly big. It's got a widescreen TV and we get about 30 satellite channels. And as you can see, it's pretty comfortable. This is the kitchen. You share it with other guests, and as you can see, it's recently been renovated. There's a microwave and fridge for you to use. You can either cook your own breakfast or we'll prepare it and bring it to your room. This is one of the bedrooms. This is a basic room and it costs $60 a night, which is quite cheap. As you can see, it's got a really big bed. It's got a sink, a desk, and this very comfortable chair here. Here's the bathroom. You share with just one other guest. There's a power shower and plenty of towels. I think you can see it's a comfortable place to stay.
Okay, so there you are. So Mr. Ray actually showed a particular part of the room in that particular villa, right? And first room that he shows to Anki was a lounge. Okay, so it's a lounge. What do you think would be is the room two that Mr. Ray showed to Anki? So it's the
Basic bed
Okay,
kitchen.
it's the kitchen. Okay, so she was
Ah,
able to, yeah, he was able to present the kitchen to Anki, and then room number three is the okay, it's the
bedroom.
bedroom, right? It's the bedroom, and room number four is the
Bedroom too.
bathroom, right? Okay. So actually, this one is the most important parts of the villa that she will going to understand, right? Other than that, no more. Okay, it's not important at all because you're not living in there. So the most important thing is the lounge because you will going to if you wanted to go out, so you will going to pass to the lounge, right? And then if you wanted to cook, so you can go to the kitchen. And then if you wanted to sleep, or sleep in your bedroom. And if you wanted to take a bath, so go to your bathroom, right? And that would be it. Okay? Okay. Now, let's try to listen again and write down what it is in each room. Okay, so this time we will going to understand what are the features of this particular room. Okay, so number one, which is the lounge, right? So in the lounge, there are there is a widescreen TV, right? Okay, now let's try to understand the kitchen, okay, the bedroom and the bathroom. Let's try to listen again.
Recording 52.
Why don't you come on in? Come this way. Okay, so this is a lounge. It's fairly big. It's got a widescreen TV and we get about 30 satellite channels. And as you can see, it's pretty comfortable. This is the kitchen. You share it with other guests, and as you can see, it's recently been renovated. There's a microwave and fridge for you to use. You can either cook your own breakfast or we'll prepare it and bring it to your room.
Okay. So what are the things that's in the kitchen?
Microwave and fridge.
Yes. Okay, so microwaved and a fridge. Okay, you know what's a fridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a refrigerator actually, okay? um I don't know, in other country, maybe in the United Kingdom, they call that one as fridge. What about in Vietnam? How do you call refrigerator?
Fridge also.
Fridge also. Here in the Philippines, we call that one as ref. Yes. Yeah, something like this. It's a ref.
Oh.
Short
Oh.
for refrigerator.
Oh.
Yes, so that is our calling. Rarely use. There are some people use fridge, but
Mm.
we use actually a lot. A lot of people use ref instead of fridge. Okay? Next. Let's try to listen to the next room, which is the bedroom.
This is one of the bedrooms. This is a basic room and it costs $60 a night, which is quite cheap. As you can see, it's got a really big bed. It's got a sink, a desk, and this very comfortable chair here. Here's the bathroom.
Okay, let's try to pause. So what are the things that's inside the bedroom?
Big bed, desk and chair.
Yes. Okay, big bed. Okay, there is also a sink. Okay.
Sink. What does it
Yes.
mean?
Sink means
Sink.
if there is a faucet, there is a faucet, right? There's a faucet, a water that comes out in there, and there is someone that it's a
Mm.
sink. Okay. Okay. Can I show you the sink? Okay. Would you like to see the sink?
No.
Okay. This one is the sink actually.
Ah.
Have you seen it? Yeah. Okay. Wait for a while, huh? I'm going to share the sync
Oh.
to you.
Yes. Yes.
Have you seen it already?
See you only.
Ay, okay. Okay. Yeah, for a while I have to share that. Okay. Wait. How? Oh, where is it? Wait. Ah, here. Okay. Yeah. Have you seen it?
Okay.
Yes. So this
In
one
bed.
is
In bedroom.
yeah, in the bedroom.
Mm.
So there is a sink. But of course, maybe that particular sink is just used for washing the face, something like that, right? So it's going to be unusual, right? That inside the bedroom there's a sink,
Yes.
right? Okay.
It's
So
usually in bathroom.
yeah, usually in the bathroom, usually in the kitchen,
Yes.
right? We can
Okay.
see that one. But
Oh.
in that particular room or villa, maybe that's their way of maybe if you don't want to go to the bathroom anymore because there would be a shared bathroom, right?
Mm-mm.
So you have to go to you can use your sink, okay? Okay, so let's proceed now. Okay. So it's already time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but we're going to finish first. So what would be the last one? So there would be, okay, the next room is it has a
Shower.
power shower, okay? And then after that one, there's also plenty of towels, okay? Oh, that would be nice. Actually, in a hotel, I'd like to have a lot of towels actually. I don't like that just only one towel, right? So
One.
it's better to have a plenty of towel. Okay, so I guess it's already been time, Tao. So we will just going to continue this one on
On
Wednesday, right? So
Wednesday.
that's going
Okay.
to be what date on Wednesday? That would be 22, okay?
Okay. Okay.
February 22, 2023. Okay,
Okay.
Tao?
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so thank you so much. Have a nice day.
See you. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.